If you've ever seen those videos, literally an entire cove is just dirt. Someone creates a post and then everybody acts like the lake is drying up. Moral of the story is, murky doesn't mean polluted.
Just means that we've had rain recently.
That's it. That's it. Jesse, I believe it was the beginning of May's shoot that I think we were at your office because it was chilly out. And I said, if we're not on the water or near
That's
the
right.
water in June.
I had a sweatshirt on.
I said I was going to be pissed. Well,
here we are.
I'm not pissed.
Back on the boat.
Now, I will say, however, one of the topics that I wanted to discuss with you today on May's Market Update is the color of the water.
Yes.
The murkiness, chocolate milk, brown, whatever you want to call it. If you are a Laker, you're very familiar with this, especially this time of year. Can we talk about that and explain that to anybody who doesn't understand?
Yeah, I mean, go back to before the dam was built here. A lot of these bottoms in these valleys, I mean, all of Osage Beach where the main channel is, that was all farm ground. Very, very fertile farm ground. So our lake is a mud bottom. It's very hilly all around us. So when it rains, mud runs into the lake. The lake is not so clear.
Yeah, and technically, and I have the technical answer here. You know, the lake is fed by local rain. Water flows in from the Osage River system. Right now, we're on the Big Niagara. Big Niagara Arm, which is a river, the Big Niagara River, which feeds the Little Niagara, feeds into the Big Niagara. And so all of these tributaries are literally river systems, little rivers. If you keep going further down this way, you're going to run into the river. And there's all that runoff that washes the sediment into the lake. You know, everybody just assumes, oh, it's a dirty lake. But that's not why the water is the color that it is. It has nothing to do with it.
It's mud-based, just like the Glaze Arm runs up the wet Glaze Creek, which is up a road, which everything else up that way is farm ground. It's in the lowlands and flat. So
Gravois, all of them, basically.
Go up to the very top of Gravois whenever you think like, oh my gosh, they're draining the lake, because it's real flat up there, and it can get muddy when the water comes down. Yeah,
if you've ever seen those videos, literally an entire cove is just dirt. Someone creates a post and then everybody acts like the lake is drying up.
Yeah, that's a good drive in. If you're coming in from up north, instead of going to Eldon, stay on 5 and head to Camdenton from Versailles, right there. And then you'll come in through the top of the Gravois Arm.
Moral of the story is, murky doesn't mean polluted.
Just means that we've had rain recently.
That's it. That's it. And
it's springtime. We've had a lot of rain.
And we've had a lot of rain recently, and it's typical. Like, it seems like every Memorial Day, the water's either really cold or murky or both.
Yeah.
And this year it's not that cold, actually. I was in it on Memorial Day, and it actually was very tolerable. Unlike most Memorial Days where it's freezing.
I worked most of the weekend.
Yeah, it sucks to be a realtor, doesn't it?
There's that. But the one thing I do caution my clients about, especially somebody new to Lake of the Ozarks, is watch out for big logs, different hidden things in the water, especially around Memorial Day, because of all that rain will wash trees, dead trees down into the lake, and will take out a lower unit on your boat.
Yes.
Good luck seeing that at nighttime.
Yes. And more so, I would say, in the arms than on the main channel.
Yeah.
Because it is, and I don't know the science behind this, but, you know, if the dam is open, it's flowing towards the dam, but as soon as they close the dam, it goes and flows back the other way. So a lot of times you're going to find that the debris is like bipolar. It's not. It's just the flow, and the flow is caused by the dam.
The dams.
Dams, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you have Truman Lake that feeds Lake of the Ozarks, so if it depends on how much they're feeding, how much Ameren is taken out.
Yeah. But ultimately, more times than not, it's going to flow back up the river. It's going to get out of your way. You just got to be patient and let it be. But be very cautious and have your head on a swivel when you're driving your boat.
Yeah.
Especially as a couple jet skis fly by. That's the worst. If you drive a jet ski over small, and it's not the big stuff that's going to make it hurt a jet ski, but the little stuff is what really causes damage to a jet ski because of the impeller underneath it, and it's going to suck it up.
You suck it up to that jet impeller, and you're out not close to home base.
You're in trouble. You're in trouble.
You got to find a ride.
Yeah, and if you don't know what you need to do when that happens, put it in reverse and hit the gas. Try to shoot it out.
Try that.
All else fails, you're going to be trotting back to the dock.
Have an Nexto membership.
Also that. Oftentimes it still runs. It just runs at a snail's pace.
Oh man, but the things you're doing to that bearing and the housing up there.
Damn, you're ruining it.
Yeah. Stop and don't.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. There you go. From a professional right there.
I don't know if I could say that. I could just imagine my daughter when she's a teenager coming back going, I don't know what's wrong with it. It's been doing this for the past hour. What?
How about Garrett? Has Garrett never done that before?
He's done it, but he's got enough mechanical sense behind him to where he's like, hey, this is messed up.
I see what you just did there.
And then I get to tell him how to fix it.
You just pointed out that Farrah's going to do it. What about Schaefer?
Schaefer breaks everything.
He's going to break it because he thinks he can jump over a cliff or something.
Oh my gosh. We've had a golf cart since 2016, and Garrett, Farrah both learned how to drive on it. No real issues. Schaefer's wrecked that thing like 3 times now. His latest one, I didn't know he was on it. He was trying to be like his cousin and drive and shoot a Nerf gun at the same time.
Awesome.
Run the right front tire right into a tree, bent the rim so it wouldn't hold air anymore. Schaefer's wings have been taken from him for just a bit.
So the Faulstiches are looking for a babysitter. Jesse, one more thing I wanted to talk about while we're out on the water down here on the old Big Niangua. Many of you may not be familiar with this restaurant that I don't know if it's going to ever exist again. You might have missed your chance. Pebble Bay.
Pebble Bay burned. I saw that on Lake Expo. That happened over Memorial Weekend.
Yeah, Sunday night. Sunday night, fire number 1. Monday night, fire number 2. So the first fire was on this right side here, which was basically in the kitchen. And then it caught fire again, and you can see on the left side how the roof collapsed. So there was a fire in the restaurant area. And I was just talking to Jesse off camera about, it's almost a joke, and it's not a funny joke, but the fires at the Lake of the Ozarks. It seems like there's a lot. And then we were just talking about that. And is there a lot, or is it just because it's more of a rural market that doesn't have a lot of news?
It's a small community, and you hear about each one. Versus Jeff came from St. Louis, and I said, well, how many house fires did you have in St. Louis per month?
I had no idea.
So what's our difference in per capita?
Yeah. It's always, though, the $1 million question down here. Everybody says it on every fire.
Yes.
Arson? Was it arson?
Every boat that sinks, every fire. Oh, the checkbook was rubbing its mortgage payment and caused the spark.
That's actually pretty funny. So, RIP, Pebble Bay. There's no word yet if they're going to reopen, if they're going to rebuild. As you can see over to the left, it's all Airbnb, VRBOs. It's short-term rentals. The house is a short-term rental, and we don't know if they're going to reopen. We don't know if they're going to sell to a new owner. I will share
awesome
my...
spot, though.
It was a great spot. It was a cool restaurant. Of course, it's in my backyard. I enjoyed it.
I could see how that could flare back up being a restaurant. You know, the frying oils, if you get some of that.
Yeah, but the fire department was here. I mean, don't they put that stuff out? Like, I would question the fire department at that point.
Yeah, I don't know. They burn hot. They re-spark.
Yeah, I'll go easy on them. But yeah, so no news. And as we have news, we'll certainly share. And with that,
check on lakeexpo.com.
Check on lakeexpo.com. That's right. I think that I will segue off of the news to more news, which is the May market update. But there's more boat activity out here today than I expected. So on a Wednesday, let's head back to the dock.
Yeah, let's get back and talk about it. It's been a very active, great spring for sellers and buyers at Lake of the Ozarks.
All right,
sure.
Let's get after it.
So our real estate transaction numbers this year have actually been on fire for both lakefront homes and condos. It's been amazing to watch. I was wondering how this month was going to settle out with rising gas prices, some interest rates coming up, but our transaction numbers are still looking very impressive over last year for both segments. We'll start with lakefront homes like always. 150 new lakefront homes listings hit the market in May, essentially flat compared to last year. 73 lakefront homes sold this May compared to 65 from last May. It's a 12.3 year-over-year increase. Year to date, 266 lakefront homes have sold compared to 223 through the same time last year. That's almost 20% increase. Median sale price, this has been a little choppy. May median sale price for lakefront homes came in at $615,000. That's below April's $680,000 and below May 2025's $650,000. While we do have those choppy numbers, our year to date is sitting at $625,000 for a median sale price, which was actually the end of year to date for 2025 was 625. So we're staying flat to that, but we've had some choppy months. Days on market, homes went under contract at an average of 35 days in May, down from 36 in April and down from 36 last year. So that's been something that's been a little different in the past couple of years in real estate, where our days on market actually trended down just a little bit.
Is that a product of lower inventory or just hotter market?
Our inventory has actually been coming up. So we've had some nice homes come to market. You have some more time to put some work into it, price it right, and there is buyer demand out there. So if you can hit those two marks, you're off to the races as a seller. Listed sale price ratio, sellers received an average of 97.19% of their asking price in May, up from 95.91 in April and up from 95.98 last May. So that means sellers are getting closer to what they want. Feel like if that sale price is coming down a little bit, sellers are getting aggressive with that and you're getting contract prices closer to the list price. Buyers are not finding much negotiating room in homes that are priced correctly. There's currently 6.6 months of supply in lakefront home inventory, up slightly from April's 6.3. For context, last year the market was sitting at 7.8 months of supply for a lakefront home and at 8.7 months back in May of 2019.
Wow.
So even pre-COVID, we're still sitting below that. There are currently 330 active lakefront home listings, broken down as follows. 50 homes down 4 from April's 54 in the 300 to 499,000, 500 to 750,000, 82 homes up 11 from last month, 750 to 999,000, 56 homes up 4 from last month, 1 to 2 million. 64 homes in the 1 to 2 million range, up 3 from last month. 2 to 5 million. How many do you think, Jeff, off the top of your head?
20 to 30.
43 homes.
Wow.
Up 2 from last month. And over 5 million.
Let me guess it.
6 homes.
Easy money. I was going to say 8.
You were going to say 8.
I was going to say 8 because it's been 8 the last couple of months. Now I want to point something out and ask you a question, because we focus and we respond and make these big exaggerations about these high-priced homes, but I think it's important to point out that how many homes was it under 500,000? 30
50 homes.
50. 50.
From 30 to 500.
But everybody wants to just cry and moan and it's overpriced, blah, 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 blah. That's lakefront home. The opportunity exists under 500,000.
It's out there.
Okay. I just feel like, we don't talk about that enough. And I know as a realtor, yeah, obviously you want the higher the price, the higher the commission. I get it, right? But at the same token, the opportunity exists.
Yeah, my goal is not higher the price, higher the commission. It's what does the house have that you want that you cannot change? View, water depth, location by land. Can we find a combination of those 3? If you can hit that target below your budget, that's awesome, because then you have money to put into the house, fix it up, and when it comes time to sell it, like you're ready to get something bigger, everybody's happy. We can get your money back out of it. You made some money on the house and we're moving on. But it's the criteria of the things that you cannot change that we really want to make sure that we hit. The yard not being kept, paint on the walls, the wrong floor color, we can change all that. How about the driveway? Is it like this driving into? If it is like this, does the rest of the house make up for the driveway?
Sure,
Stuff like that.
Right. Or is it dilapidated? Of course, that's a different story. But
And what's the opportunity with dilapidated?
tear down?
Or can we fix it?
Yeah.
Make
Also.
some money.
Yeah. Also.
Yeah. So of the 330 active listings, 137 have reduced their asking price. 41.5% of the active listings have reduced their price. Now shifting over to lakefront condos. 123 new lakefront condo listings came to market in May, down from 155 in April and up just slightly from last May at 111. But it's worth noting, prior few months we've seen more active new listings, which is to be expected in springtime. 62 lakefront condos sold in May, up from 43 last May. That's 44.2 increase year over year, percentage increase. Year to date, 252 condos have sold versus 172 through the same time last year, 46.5% increase. That is wild on condos. They've been the dog of the real estate market
last
for the
couple
past
months.
couple years.
That's right.
Past couple years.
No, last couple of months it's been shifting.
Yes.
Like you threw me off when you're like, wait a minute, we got some good news finally.
Yeah, the condo market in 2026 has been fantastic.
That's awesome.
The May median sale price for lakefront condos came in at $300,000 flat. This is below April's $323,750,000 and below May 2025's $370,000. I've been seeing a trend with this. And I said, watch out for the choppiness, but we've been seeing the lower priced properties sell. Now, we don't have as many of those new construction higher end condos that have hit the market in the past couple years, but I'm keeping my eye on this. One easy thing for me to do in a condo complex is to run a real estate review where I pull all the sales, what expired, what was withdrawn, what's active on the market, what's under contract now, all into a one-page information sheet that shows you the most active times of month for sales, average sale price, and then we break down the average days on market, and then also a breakdown of those HOA fees. So it's really easy to trend one complex over another. Days on market, condos averaged 56 days on market in May, down from 64 in April and down from 60 in May 2025. So our days on market is still improving on both lakefront homes and condos. Listed sale price ratio, condo sellers received an average of 97.26% of their average asking price, up slightly from April and down nearly flat from last May. Months of supply, lakefront condo inventory stands at 10.2 months of supply, holding steady from April's 10.2. From last May, we're at 11.7. So that's a month and a half worth of supply decline from this time last year, which is a fantastic thing. Well below the 2013 peak of 19 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's when I bought in 12.
Did you get a deal?
Honestly, it was the bottom. Never seen it lower.
Yeah. Yep, I would agree. That direction of months of supply has been improving very much so for sellers over the past year. Current inventory is 466 active lakefront condo listings. 194 of them have reduced their price. 2-bedroom units. 135 two-bedroom units out there, up 6 from last April. 3-bedroom units, this number always blows me away. You can't guess this high.
Well, now that you said it, 600.
258 3-bedroom units out there, up 14 from last April. 4-bedroom units, and then conversely, this blows me away.
44.
32.
Wow.
Flat from last April. For buyers, inventory remains elevated, particularly in the condo segment, which means you have meaningful selection and time to make a decision, although those days on market have been trending down, especially in the home segment. So well-priced properties in desirable locations are not sitting long. We've seen this in lakefront homes. Multiple offers still exist out there on homes that are priced well. Maybe they have a couple issues. We drop the price to make sure that we get some activity on it, and the seller gets cash offers, better terms, and it gets negotiated up higher if we would have set a higher sale price to begin with. So if you see a deal out there, be ready to jump on it, because I have had buyers a little slow and have lost out on properties.
Just slow to respond, slow because they're waiting for something perfect. But
I've had it because the house is sold in 2 days and they didn't have time to get in there and take a look at it. And it was under contract.
So you almost have to consider sight unseen for out-of-towners.
For out-of-towners, I video properties and send it to them. And if I've been out with you a couple times, I generally know enough and we have enough trust built up where I can say, hey, this is what you've been looking for. You should seriously consider this. Let's start negotiating and get down here quick to take a look at this. But don't lose out on this because we're not going to find this. Days on market are compressing. List to sale price ratio trending above 97%. That means the aggressive lowball offers, your favorite, are not gaining traction. Know what you want, get pre-approved. Just like in your old world, I know that's been being preached for years now. Talk to your lender ahead of time.
Yeah. Well, especially a lender who knows the lake. Very crucial. It doesn't have to be local, but they got to know the lake. They got to have experience.
That's my first question. If somebody says, I've got an out-of-town lender I'm going to use, have they lent on properties at Lake of the Ozarks before? Please ask them that question.
Yeah, that's critical.
Very, very important if you're buying a condo, because man, the condos down here are kind of a world of their own.
They're a beast.
Yeah. For sellers, transaction volume is running well ahead of last year in both segments, which means buyers have more choices. If you can prep your home, which is exactly what we do when we take a home to market, you will be rewarded. You will know how to price it better. You will reduce your odds of that house falling out of contract due to negotiations after the contract acceptance. Please talk to me about that more. But if your house is properly priced, well presented, houses are still going fast. Though 137 active homes and 194 active condos with price reductions are a reminder that overpricing is still happening in the market and it still costs you money in your pocket versus being priced right in the first place. Lake Expo's listings appeared in front of buyers seeking properties over 1.6 million times this past May. Exposure no other real estate brokerage can offer you because we're more than just a real estate company. We also have exclusive partnerships with a media company that anybody from anywhere that wants to know about Lake of the Ozarks goes to lakeexpo.com. When they go there, in the headers and the footers, they see your property. I've sold a villa off this year already. The guy said, I wasn't even interested. I sold a condo last year. I saw that villa and said, that'd be the only thing I'd want to buy back at Lake of the Ozarks. And he bought the villa. From a little header or footer. So if you want to get maximum exposure for your property, you've got to list it with Lake Expo Real Estate. Give me a call, 573-260-0868. Shoot me an email, Jesse, Jesse, at lakeexporealestate.com. I'm happy to work with you when the time is right.
So what you're saying is marketing works.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the biggest questions. How do you plan to market my home? And everybody's going to say, well, we'll do a social media video. Okay. What else are you doing besides the social media video?
Actually, I don't think a lot of them even say that.
Where's that social media going? Is it just your platform so your mom and your kids see it?
Yeah.
What other avenues are out there?
Make sure there's actual eyeballs hitting it.
I know one of our greatest ones is YouTube. Outside of Lake Expo, YouTube's been a great market for us to pull people in. Yeah. But with Lake Expo, the lake alerts that everybody gets on their phone whenever a property goes to market and gets text out, that's huge. That's 60,000 people that are subscribers to Lake Expo that get those text alerts. Nobody else can hit 60,000 phones as soon as they hit the market with their property. Yeah. So
awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
We market.
Well, we're back to boat shoots and being on the water. I'm excited to see where July takes us.
It's all looking good from here.
I agree.
Future's so bright, we're gonna have to wear shades.
See you next month.
Till next month.